All right, welcome everyone. Today we are doing the Navigate resource and support webinars, and today's topic is financial wellness and resources. I'm your guide, Natalie Trent, and I am the Human Resources Specialist. And we've developed this program around the wellness wheel. We're using this tool to help us navigate through all the resources and information available through human resources. This wellness wheel was created by Recreation and Wellness, so we thank them for letting us borrow this design for our presentations. You may ask, why are we doing these? And we're doing them because we did a survey in 2018 that shows 82% of students care about you and your well-being. And so we wanted to provide you all the resources available to you as faculty and staff to care for you and your well-being. So today we have financial resources, and we're answering the question, how do I increase my knowledge and skills about financial wellness, and how do I plan for retirement, as well as other resources available to me for financial wellness. And we have Nick Ekstrom here today. He is our benefit specialist. So I am going to turn this over to Nick, and he's going to walk us through our financial resources. So go ahead, Nick.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. Now, when it comes to the tools that are available for you for financial wellness here at Grand Valley, I mean, there's a whole bunch, and obviously we can't cover all of them in this short presentation here today. So I just kind of want to go ahead and focus on a couple of my favorites. So first thing I want to show you is over here on the Benefit Information Center. If you go to retirement planning, right here on top, we have information on upcoming TIAA meetings and upcoming Fidelity meetings. Now, what those are, that's your ability to meet one-on-one with a certified financial planner from either TIAA or Fidelity. These meetings are totally free for you, and you can meet with either Dewey from TIAA or Seth from Fidelity, talk about your goals for retirement, talk about your appetite for risk, if you want to be a little more conservative or if you want to be a little more aggressive with your investments, and they'll be able to kind of set you up with a plan to reach your retirement goals. So if you're interested in meeting with one of them, all you got to do is come out to this page. We'll have the dates that they're going to be here. Just go ahead and click on it. And right under the event, it has how to go ahead and schedule in a one-on-one appointment with them. Now, the appointments are an hour long, and they usually fill up pretty fast. So keep your eye out on that page if they're all full right now, because they do continuously put new appointments out there. Right now, because of the current situation, they are doing everything over the phone or online through a meeting like this. When things return back to normal, they actually meet you on campus. And they are both on campus at least once a month. And by on campus, I mean both in Allendale and downtown. So no matter which campus you're working at, they'll be available for you at least once a month, if not more than that. Shooting back over to that retirement planning site, I also want to talk a little bit about supplemental retirement plans. So depending on what type of employee you're here at Grand Valley, you may be receiving a contribution from the university to a 403B account. Now, there's also the opportunity for you to put your own money into the account. If you're not currently doing that, we definitely encourage our faculty and staff to make their own contributions. And we call those supplemental retirement accounts. For anything that you're contributing to the retirement plan, you have the option of putting it in either a pre-tax basis or a Roth post-tax basis. So if you're doing a pre-tax contribution, whatever you're putting in now, you don't pay any taxes on now. So you're getting an immediate savings in the current year. When you retire and you start withdrawing those funds, you'll pay the taxes on it at that point. With a Roth contribution, whatever you put in now, you pay the taxes on in the current year. When you retire, that money that you contributed and all the earnings that it's gained over the years, you get that all tax-free in retirement. So you have the option of doing either of those. You'll also notice that there's both a 403B and a 457B that you can contribute to. So at Grand Valley, we can offer both types of these retirement plans. And what that allows you to do is if you're in a situation where you want to just sock as much money away as possible toward retirement, you can contribute up to these annual limits to both plans. So if you're under 50 and you want to put $19,500 into a 403B, you can also put another $19,500 into a 457B each year. So by offering both plans, you can essentially do twice as much toward retirement. And then if you're over 50, you can put up to an additional $6,500 into each of those plans. So currently, if you're interested in starting a retirement contribution or changing what you're currently doing, you would do that through our GVSU Anytime event system. Beginning on June 1st, we're actually changing to what's called a master administrator. And so with that master administrator, instead of making those elections through the Anytime event system, now it's all going to be done through a system that's managed by Fidelity Investments. Now, even though it's managed by Fidelity, that doesn't mean you have to contribute to a Fidelity account. If you're currently contributing to TIAA, or if you want to begin contributing to TIAA, you still can do that. But you will be using the site maintained by Fidelity to make those elections. So even though the site's run by Fidelity, it doesn't negate you from putting that money in TIAA. One of the really cool things about the master administrator site is going to be if you're one of those individuals who has both accounts at Fidelity and an account at TIAA, instead of logging into two different sites to see what your retirement account balance is, you're going to be able to log into this one master administrator site, and it's going to show you your entire retirement balance in one place. So it's going to pull the information from Fidelity and that information from TIAA and show it to you all on one dashboard. So it's going to make managing that a little bit easier for you. They're also going to have a lot of tools and calculators that are available for you. So if you want to see what increasing your contribution by 2% is going to look like on your paycheck, they can do that for you. If you want to see what that increase to your retirement contribution is going to potentially grow into by the time you retire, those calculators can show you that forecast as well. And there's another really cool thing that this site's going to allow us to do that we currently don't have the ability to do, and that's automatically increase your contribution annually. So if you know that every August you're getting an increase to your pay, and every August you want to increase your retirement contribution, you can set that up to say that every August I want to increase my retirement contribution by 1%, and that's just going to automatically happen. Every August that contribution will go up because you have it set up that way, and you don't have to think about going out there and setting up for that to happen. This master administrator site, like I said, will off on June 1st, 2020. Because we're switching from that current Anytime event system to the master administrator site, there will be a blackout period for the retirement plans. So between May 19th and June 1st, you aren't going to be able to make a change to your retirement contribution. So if you're thinking about currently changing what you're contributing to the plan, make sure you get that in place before that May 19th blackout period. And then beginning June 1st, once again, you'll have the ability to change your contributions. It'll just be through that master administrator site now. Last week, there were a couple webinars about the master administrator site and what it's going to look like, kind of what to expect. We are going to have a copy of those webinars posted out on this site eventually once we have it. So if you weren't able to attend one of those, check this site occasionally, because eventually we'll have that posted out here. And then also there's this plan enhancement guide linked out here. You'll be receiving this in the mail. We were expecting them to have hit mailboxes by now, but there's delays with the postal service currently. So they're en route. They just haven't reached mailboxes yet, but be on the lookout. Hopefully sometime this week you'll receive this plan enhancement. And this goes more into depth about that master administrator site and what that's going to look like for you. I also want to talk quickly about a really cool financial tool through Priority Health, and that's called the Cost Estimator tool. So if you log into your Priority Health website, if you're set up with online access through them, this is kind of what your main dashboard is going to look like. And if you go up here to My Healthcare, you'll see this tool right here on the top that says Cost Estimator. So if you know you're going to be having some type of procedure done, you can go to this Cost Estimator tool, and it's essentially going to give you a quote on what that procedure is going to cost at different facilities. And, you know, the cost of procedures at different facilities really varies widely. And this, you know, really gives you a clear view of what those costs are going to be. So it not only gives you the opportunity to have an understanding of what that medical bill is going to look like when you eventually receive it, it's also going to give you the ability to earn rewards. Because it's going to show you the costs at these different facilities, if you choose a facility that's at or below the market value of that cost, it's going to have a little green trophy showing there. And if you have the procedure done there, you're going to receive a gift card for choosing one of those facilities. So I'll just kind of show you how that works. So if you go to Cost Estimator here, now it's going to make me log back in, sorry. All right, so go to My Healthcare, go to Cost Estimator. And I'm going to want to see costs for a procedure. And then right here, you can type in the procedure that you're going to be getting. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm going to have a sleep study done and look at the costs for a sleep study. So when I type in that keyword, it'll bring up different types. So I'm going to go ahead and click, oops, hold on, this is kind of in my way. Click Estimate Cost. And then I want to select location to see the costs at. And here it's showing me the costs at these different locations. So if I have this sleep study done at Butterworth Hospital, it's going to be about $1,577. And this little down arrow here that's $31, that's the amount under the fair value that they're charging. So there's actually a savings if you go to Spectrum Health. They're charging less than what most people would charge. That same sleep study, if I go to St. Mary's, I'm going to spend $2,300 on that. So, you know, if I'm somebody who hasn't met my deductible for the year, that's a significant out-of-pocket savings for me. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to have this done at Butterworth Hospital. And then here it is. So here's my cost estimate. So that market price for that procedure is $1,600. At Spectrum Health, they're going to charge me $1,577. It'll show you what you're estimated to cost. So I've met my deductible for the year, so it's showing that I won't owe anything. If I hadn't met my deductible for the year, then it would show me either the full cost of the procedure or the amount remaining up to my deductible. And then right here it says, once your procedure is complete and the claim has been processed, we'll mail you a rewards card. And I'm going to get a $100 rewards card for choosing this facility. So not only am I saving out-of-pocket money for myself if I haven't met my deductible, I'm also going to get an additional $100 for choosing a fairly priced facility for that procedure. So really win-win. You can't go wrong with this. This tool isn't only for sleep studies. If you're getting a knee replacement or you're going to be giving birth, you can go out here and check those costs at the different facilities and get a reward if it's a rewardable procedure. There's so many more financial tools we have available. I wish I could get into a little more, but I'm coming up on my time deadline here. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it back to Natalie. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'm available at 616-331-8130, or just search my name, Nick Ekstrom, in the university's contact book, and you'll find my email address and shoot me an email. I'd be happy to talk a little more about you, whatever it may be you want to learn more information on. All right, Natalie, I'm going to go ahead and kick it back to you.
Great, thanks, Nick. We did have one question for you about the retirement plans. It sounds like there's some older fifth, third plans and retirement accounts. Would those be moved under the new Fidelity single management site as well, or is that only for TIAA and Fidelity?
That'll only be for TIAA and Fidelity.
Okay, thank you so much, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just wrap up here. I wanted to share that these resources are all part of a larger wellness planning tool that we have developed. And Elisa Salazar, our work-life consultant, can assist with those. And so if you want to do the planning on your own, you can utilize that guide. Or if you want to talk through that planning with Elisa, she'd be happy to assist you and help with that wellness planning. We will have a couple more sessions coming up in this Navigate series. We have 2 more this week and then a couple more next week to close out the series. So if you'd like to join us, the information's here and you can sign up for those on Sprout. Finally, we just want you to know that Human Resources is here to answer your questions, whether they're big or small questions. We're here to help and we are your resource. So please utilize us and take advantage of what we have to offer. We'll be happy to help you in any way that we can. So with that, we'll close out today and thank you all for being with us and we appreciate you taking the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.